Hi, Assalamu alaikum. In the last video, we've talked about the print statement install and how to install Python, and now we're gonna see how we can use variables. So first of all, I want to give you example of a print. So in the last one, we have print a couple of strings like a word we can print, or simply just say print and then I'm pressing F5. So it prints word. It's pretty simple. But for the numbers, we just type them. We don't use codes around them, so we don't need to. So I'm pressing F5. Let's print 5. Okay. And when we do that, we don't need when we don't use code, it deal the number as a number. So for example, if I'm saying 5 plus 9, I'm pressing F5. I'll print 14. And if I use codes, let's try codes. It would deal with it as a string, as something that's gonna be same exact, not a number. Pressing F5 again, so it's 5 plus 9, not 14. So now you know the difference between why we use code and why we don't use. Uh, and this one we're gonna learn about variables. So variables are very simple. They are same as they are in math. For example, if you assign a as 5 and then if you print a, it would print the value in the a, which is 5, not exact a. And if I use code, it would print say a, so it would print a, not 5. So the variables, they contain value in them. And similarly, they can contain anything. They can contain an alphabet. For example, I'm writing my name Fazan. I'm printing A here, pressing F5, and you can see. So it can print anything. It can contain anything in it. For example, I'm saying B is equal to hi, how are you? And then I want to print both of them. So when you want to print more than one variable, more than one element in print, you use comma to separate them. I'm saying A and print A and B, both of them. Pressing F5. You can see that. Try. Okay. So yeah, it says Fazan, hi, how are you? Print both of them. So let's try to do something and see why we use it. For example, we are working on a bread program calculating grades of a person and saying uh, um, in, let's say in exam you got 95%. Let's say, okay, first of all I want to print in exam you got, so I would say D, and then I want to print C. So, and I also want to say the name in the start, so I want to say A, comma B, comma D, and comma C. So let's say Fazan, exam you got 95%. Let's see, pressing F5. Yeah. So that's how you can make things easier. For example, if I wanna see this is the output, I wanna give a comma over here. For example, you don't need to put everything in the variable. So comma is the thing you don't wanna create a full variable for that. So I would just say double quotes because it's a string, not a number, and I'll say comma. So it would put a comma after Fazan. I'm pressing F5 again. So it's here. Similarly, after the C, I'm gonna say percent sign, and pressing F5, so you see the percentage sign in. Similarly, if you wanna put an enter sign in it, use triple quote in the start and triple quote at the end, and then it would keep the format. I'm sorry. So whatever type here, in these three codes, you should have a comma here before A, because it's a different element. Okay. So whatever I type here, uh, it also keep the formats. For example, I'm pressing enter or I'm putting tab in it, it would keep it. For example, I press enter and say your exam result is low, and then I'm giving to enter and pressing F5. So it give you you can see those enter in it. So that's pretty much about the variables and how we use them, how we put values in them. In the next video we'll see how to take value from the user, which is very simple. See ya. Bye.